How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny. What's going on, people? What's up, people? I guess this is part 2 of I'm ready to pack a bag and just leave. Now this is the thing. I'm gonna need y'all to pray for me because I am like going through it. I don't know whether I just suppressed so many things for so long and now it's just hitting me everywhere. Like I'm to the point just like done. You know, and the thing is that I was talking to this guy and stuff, and he was telling me how he don't want no CIS females on his page. He only wants trans women on his page and stuff. And everything was going going really well as far as conversation, because I talked to a lot of people. And his third line was exactly similar to mine, but it's just a little bit much more of a twist. You know, this is the thing with me. People let other people get inside of their head so bad that it actually takes the nice person and end up destroying them as far as who they want to be in life. Now this is the problem that he was talking about within himself. And I'm sharing this with you only because this is a lot of ordeal. It reference to a lot of guys who date trans women or or trans women, two-spirit women. Whatever you identify yourself as, this is the problem that they have. They get attacked. They get attacked by females, they get attacked by society, they get attacked by straight men, they get attacked by churches. Now this is the problem. Now here it is, he's finally standing up in his truth and want to say, you know what, I'm a date, a trans woman, this is what I'm into, this is what I want to deal with. And to me, I feel like this, listen, everybody has what they want or who they're attracted to, whatever the case may be. Whether it's big, tall, short, trans, gay, bi, lesbian, whatever the case may be, that's your prerogative as far as what you want to deal with. Now this is the reason why I'm doing this, because like I said before, he's not the first guy who talked to me about this, but I'm talking to you about this. I always feel like we can relate stories and stuff, and I always try to find a missing link as far as a lot of things, in life. So this way, okay, so we started talking everything back online and stuff, and he may see this video, he may not, I don't know. But anyway, we started talking online and stuff like that, and he was like, he only wants to accept people on his Facebook list as far as being trans. He said he saw this one woman he talked to and stuff, and he wanted to make sure that she was trans and not a CIS woman. And the reason why he didn't want a CIS woman, which means AKA female, in case you don't know, born female, not born trans, born female. Anyway, he wanted to make sure she was on his page was not a female, stuff like that, and he became so discouraged. This is a really nice guy. Well, he was a nice guy, but you already know, I didn't unfriend him. But anyway, so the thing is, he told me, he said that, he don't want a female on his page, stuff like that, because he gets so tired of, how they attack him and how they tell him that you're messing with a man, that's a man, why you fucking with a man, you a fag. He started getting so much attack as far as sharing what he likes as far as a man who's attracted to trans women. I'm not talking about the trans chicks who go to my friends and try to see how many he can sleep with and try to see everybody's penis sizes and how much work they got done, who's tallest, who's shortest, who's past, that's what his trans chicks. That's not what he is. He's the kind of guy who officially kind of want, a trans woman as far as having a life, a relationship, move forward, get married, and move forward. And he told me, he said that all he do is get attacked over and over. He's a real nice looking guy, light skin and stuff like that. He's like, I get called a fag, I get told I'm going to hell, I'm going to burn in hell. He's like, I'm just so fucking sick. He said, no. He said to me, nothing in this life is worth shit no more. He said, I don't give a fuck no more, even. I give up. I'm so fucking sick of this fucking life. I'm never going to be happy. I'm never going to get married. I'm never going to have a picket fence. I'm never going to have somebody to love me. I can't never love nobody back. Because every time I turn around, somebody's got their fucking hand in my face, judging me. So I try to talk to him. I said, listen, he's just a snap. So, you try to find, soothing things as far as, you can kind of help him, like, work through it, you know what I mean? Because, they always say the blonde reason the blonde. But when you see somebody else hurting like you be like, listen. I think it's just like a compassion that we, like, kind of try to heal each other, even though we both hurt. But we like, well, okay, girl, I understand you hurt. well, in his case, okay, boy, I understand you, but let me try to give you some type of tools that may can help you, that help me, along the way. But they fell or not listen, I threw it out there. So he was like, so me, I'm the kind of person, when I get upset, I get stressed, I play gospels. That's just my thing. I'm not saying that's what you need to do, but that's what I said. So I give it to me. And baby, I sent him a gospel song, and he lost his mind. He said, "Oh, I'm an atheist. I don't like religion. I hate all churches." And he just lost his mind. So I said, where did this come from? Because it reflects back to what people judge him on as far as he going to hell. So by me presenting this to him as letting him know that, God loves you and stuff, he didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to hear nothing about it. He didn't want to hear anything about it. And I would say, God don't make no mistakes. This work on different races, sizes, and he didn't want to hear anything. And this is the thing that happens to a man and makes him snap. And see, I don't think people understand how this type of dude right here that start like self stressing like this by himself because he can't feel he can really talk to anybody. Then when he comes to me or someone else, he feels like, oh, I gotta get y'all all away from me because y'all trying to attack me. This is the kind of guy that makes you snap and just start fucking killing people, out of rage, in my mind. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm talking to him and stuff, and he just started going oblivious on me. He's like, I'm not religious. Why is you so worried about? Why do you care? What is up with you? Why do you need to try to sit there, try to save me? What is up with you? I'm like, listen, I'm just trying to be a friend. I'm a Gemini. So what happened? He's like, bitch, fuck him. Just click off, baby, click off. So I'm fighting with this part of me, and I'm trying to talk to him through my heart. Like, listen, let me just try. And he just went ballistic even more. And I understood him. You know what I mean? Because when a person gets attacked so much, they don't want to hear nothing nobody got to say. Whether it's good, whether it's food for the soul or not, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. Now, I told another guy who told me the same thing, and he said, Raven, every time I tell a girl or my family that I'm into trans women, they call me all kinds of faggots. I got to be demeaned. And then think about these guys and stuff like that. They start self-medicating. They start smoking a lot of weed. They start doing drugs, and they start that what is wrong with me type of thing, and they start going crazy mentally, and they're being beat down mentally as far as, trying to stand in their truth, and yet still they're being judged so badly that they don't even want to, they don't want to be around anybody, that could possibly try to help them and stuff, and, they're trying to figure out this thing as far as why they're attracted, and here it is, they want to celebrate something and share it with the world, and they learn that what they want to share is being shamed upon. So I say, why don't you just say, find somebody to hell with everybody else. But he says the reason why he don't do that is because when he do find someone he wants to share stuff with, it's always more problems within that as well, because he feels as though he has to be the therapy for what all the other guys have done to her. Now she's hurt, so anything that he does that triggers something that she been through, she takes it out on him. Not knowingly that's what she's doing, but she does. And I'm not saying that if what he's saying is true, because sometimes I feel as though he had a lot that's been done to him, so he may also be contributing to things that's back to her, and say, I'm not like them other guys, you know what I mean? So it could be that type of conflict of a relationship when it comes down to it as well. So this is the thing I don't think a lot of people understand. A lot of men are weak. And you can mold a man if you could get into his heart and his soul. If a man is willing to be molded into his truth, and you can push him. But if a man gets pushed so hard to a point where he can't be himself, the repercussions is going to be crazy. And the thing about it is that I always want to do, a lot of times when guys get attracted to girls like us, he's like, oh, I'm attracted to one, and it just snaps. And sometimes they say you always hurt the one you love quicker. And I always wonder, is that the reason why a lot of girls like us end up murdered? Because a lot of times men mentally can't deal with it. They can't handle the truth. Mm. Now this is how it goes with this double standard. They tell men, stand in your truth, stop being on the down low, be a real man, do this, and then when he does stand in truth, it's like, oh, I knew it. So it was like a trick to him, was, oh man, so you tricked me to come out and be truthful to you, to spill my heart and my soul with you, and now you're going to go out, you're going to let everybody know what I'm into, you're going to do all this stuff as far as shaming, you're going to call me a constant name. And the thing about it is that no one wants to go through life where everybody just fucks with you and picks on you, make fun of you, and it comes to a point where you become isolated, like myself. But he seems very isolated, and he just seems so angry, like he is so pissed. I unfriended him and stuff because listen, I'm nobody's therapist, and at the end of the day, listen, like Whoopi Goldberg said, goes you in danger, girl. I can't do it. I can't do it. I could be a listening ear, but when you start freaking out on what everybody done to you, and then all of a sudden the anger comes back on me, I'm out. I'm out. I'm not going to sit back and just let you take stuff out on me. I'm going to try to talk to you through a compassionate heart and try to help you through this and say, well, listen, just maybe you need to do this, or maybe try this. I'm not saying you have to. The problem is that these guys are mentally straight, and they look at the girls as girls, and regardless of what you see, they go by the physical thing. As far as what they see what they're attracted to. Now the problem is when it comes to a straight man who is attracted to girls like me, this is the thing, this is the problem. He gets a girl, we'll just say a girl, and he wants to present her back to his family. Look at my girl, she's beautiful, she this, he want to show her. But in his mind, he said, I can't take her back. I want to share her with the world, but I know what they're going to do as far as her, as far as me. And it bothers him, and he just becomes this person who just stated himself, and a lot of times he starts anger. And the sad part about this is a lot of times females, CIS females, get the repercussions of this. Not even just off of trans, even gay men and stuff. They sit back and they blame, the gay men blame a woman for not being a man, and sometimes the gay men are trying to find a woman who looks just like a man and try to be with her, but the simple fact of the matter is he's still not a man, so he goes out and he cheated on her, which the down lifestyles become, even bigger, which all this other stuff are taking place as far as these activities, as far as diseases and stuff, because one thing I learned since I've been in this Upala land, a lot of these straight men do not like to use protection. But I'm going to stay focused on what I'm saying as far as this. Now the thing about it is that when I did the video about the Mac, about the boxer who said he liked the Sydney Star and stuff like that, they attacked him, called him all kinds of fags and stuff like that. And I talked to a lot of guys and stuff, they said, yeah, that's what they do. They said, as soon as I tell someone that I'm attracted to you, I'm all kind of faggots, I'm all kind of this, I'm the joke at a party and stuff like that. He said, the only thing about it, if I just kept my mouth shut, I wouldn't have to go through this. So that's the reason why a lot of guys don't. And as far as this guy, he is angry, like he is so upset. He's to the breaking point where he just can't, deal with it. And I would say, like I said, well, maybe create a whole new life, though, when it comes down to us as far as being, the LGBT. Sometimes we have to leave the people that we want and start embracing the people who do want us. Sometimes you have to make that adjustment in life. It may not be what you want, but sometimes when you want to be happy, you got to make that adjustment. It's like, you don't need to be living a Caitlyn Jenner life where you can write books and blaming everybody else for the shit you could have did way back when, but that is everybody else's fault, but it's not yours. And the thing about it, that goes back to the down low, you're living your life. Don't get on your deathbed and be saying, well, I coulda, I woulda, if I just got stronger, I woulda did. Live your life. Everybody shouldn't have to pay for your decision because you were afraid of what people are going to say. At the end of the day, people are going to talk about you, whether you're straight, gay, bi, tall, short, black, white, thin, Puerto Rican, Haitian, whatever the case can be, Indian. People are going to talk about you. They're going to find something. People will find anything they can to talk about. They're going to talk about my shirt. They're going to talk about anything. I don't care, though, with me. Because you done said about, people done said, I done heard about I heard everything you could possibly say to me to try to tear me down. And I still stand in front of you. And the thing about it is that you can't make people like you. You can't make people accept you. But what you can do is get your butt out of there. I was talking to another guy who was attracted to me and stuff like that, and my whole conversation with him, and he steps on his channel, and he probably watched this, but I don't care either. His whole thing that he wanted to try to build a relationship with me and stuff like that, and I told myself, what are you going to do with me as far as sexually? Well, I don't really want to talk about that. Then what are we going to talk about? Because what are we going to talk about? We could just look at each other, we're going to get paintbrushes and paper. What are we going to look at? What are we going to talk about? You know, if you know what I am and you know what everything about me, so what are we going to do when it comes to, well, I don't want to talk about the sex. Can we talk about something else? In this lifestyle, as far as the LGBT, it is important to know whether you got two tops, two bottoms, stuff like that, because if you with two bottoms, eventually somebody's going to step out and try to get a top on top of them. They may say, well, I won't do that, girl. Listen, I'm not saying this 100%, but I always feel as though if you used to be in a certain position with a certain person, here it is, you bottom, or y'all both bottom, y'all got two penises, or whatever the case may be, sticking at each other. My thing is this. At some point, somebody will get tired. I'm tired of sticking this thing in me. I need me a man on top of me. Eventually, somebody's going to stray, and they're not going to share it, but they're going to stray. Now, when it comes down to him, he was like, I don't want to talk about it. I said, well, I can't do this. I just had the white guy with the black voice that I think was a straight-up gay guy who got mad with the gay men, and he decided he wanted to mess with somebody like me because he figured I would be more of a top because he sit back and watch porn. He said, oh, that's what they do, that I'll mess with one of them, and found I wasn't into that. So he was like, oh, he had no interest in me. You know, and that's the thing about it. It's because a man looks hard does not mean he's a top. There's a lot of men out here that are hard, built bodies, look like they would knock you out, and they're straight-up power bottoms. You know, and it is what it is, and I don't knock that either. Whatever you're into, whatever flows your boat, I don't care. But the sad part about it to me, I feel as though you shouldn't have to make a man feel less than a man because of what he likes. The ones that finally step up, I'm not talking about the downloads, the one that's hot, I'm talking about the ones who finally step up and say, I heard what everybody keeps saying about the trans, I'm standing my truth. Why must he be punished and called all kinds of his name for standing his truth? And the thing about it is that I know we can say, well, maybe he just shouldn't listen. Sometimes people listen. Sometimes people don't have that strength as far as a straight person being privileged and walking to this gay, lesbian, trans world. They're not used to this. Mentally, a lot of people can't deal with it. Just like some people who are, you're hardcore and you male and you basketball playing stuff like this, so I'm going to be a woman. So now you decide to transition to becoming a woman, and you never want to be a woman, but you figure I will be a woman because I can be more beautiful and people will cater to me and I go, you know, I can just, and it's never been you. So when you find out what it's like, oh my God, I'm not trans, all the people are crazy. Now all of a sudden, since you experimented wasn't what you wanted, now all of a sudden everybody is wrong for what they're doing, and now you want to shoot everybody else and he would write books about how they're all dysfunctional and so. No, you is the dysfunctional one. The book's about you. The book's not about everybody else. And the thing about it is that a lot of times people are not strong enough to stand in their truth and fight back. If you're a gay person, you have to fight back. If you're a lesbian person, you have to fight back. And I'm not talking about as far as physical, I'm talking about mentally. And mentally, sometimes a fight back is not even a fight with them. Sometimes a fight be like this. It's like, I think you okay with me. It's like, oh, I think you are nothing but a man. I'm like, oh. I just walk off. Yeah, I don't care. Say what you want, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to live my life, and I'm still going to do what I need to do as far as me, and I'm not going to let you get that off on me and stuff like that. And a lot of times, everybody can't walk away. Because I watch guys, and I watch girls, and I watch trans, people say something to them, and they hit them right in the face. Everybody can't deal with everything the same way, and sometimes people don't fight back. Mentally, they start destructing, and they start going crazy. And a lot of times I feel as though after they start snapping, there's a dead woman, there's a dead man, there's a dead gay guy. He starts snapping up on people. It kind of reminds me like that Pulse nightclub thing, he just snapped and went crazy. I'm telling you, for you men out here who are trans attracted, stand in your truth, leave people alone. If you're not ready to start a whole new life, leave the trans women alone. Leave people alone if you ain't ready. Because if you ain't ready to jump in foot first into the water, then stay your butt hiding. Don't give nobody no fake promise dreams, and don't do that. And if you're the person who wants to be with us, stand in your truth and learn that middle finger is in your hand for a reason, and say fuck them. And you do what you need to do for you, and you keep people around you that's positive. You pull a light to you. Until then, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Because no matter what you do in life, there's always going to be somebody that's got something bad to say about you. Anyway, that being said, I just wanted to share this with you and something that, you know, oh, God, I'm so disappointed with this world. I swear for God I am. I'm just done. I'm just done. I'm just done. Oh, God, I'm just done. It's like disappointment after disappointment. And I don't even want to talk to nobody. Like, I don't even want to make friends. I just don't. Like, everybody's coming from a story that somebody done attacked them. It's like, Jesus Christ, you know. Why can't people just live their own life and leave other people alone? But it is what it is. Anyway, that being said, I just wanted to share this with you as far as a straight man want to date trans and got to get called all kinds of faggots and stuff because that's what he wants to be with. And the sad part about it is that's how we do. That's how they do. Now, but just like I said before, and I'm going to say it again, a lot of people going to suffer repercussions for all this type of stuff you keep doing with these men and women, and you keep putting all this pressure on them, and the pressure, they can't deal with it, and I don't know. I just feel as though people react. People are just going to start reacting, and then it's going to start being bloodbaths and stuff. You know, it is what it is, and that's why I just stay in the house. It's so sad, because once upon a time I used to want to lay in the bed and, you know, talk to my boyfriend and stuff. Now I'm scared to even have one because I'm scared he's going to snap and just kill me. You know, it is what it is. Excuse me. Anyway, I just wanted to share this thing with you as far as me and my bag, one bag and just leave because I'm done. Anyway, I would love to hear your feedback on this and let you know that I love you and thank you for watching Kiss to Me.